I didn't know today would be our last, or that I'd have to say goodbye to you so fast. I'm so numb, I can't feel anymore. Praying you just walk back through that door and tell me that I was only dreaming. You're not really gone as long as I believe. There will be another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight.
Check, 1, 2, test. Test, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. Everybody hear us? Yeah. All right. Thank you all for coming out. It's really good to see so many friends of Ed Clore. This is Brian Russo. I'm Rick Armstrong. We were bandmates of Ed Clore in a band called Captain Radio. And then a little later, I played with Ed Clore in a band called Rod Crosby and the Intruders. And playing with Ed Clore was an absolute pleasure every time. Pure pleasure. Great musician, great friend.
You'll notice that they're taking a movie. They're making a movie called Ed Clore and People We Played With. It'll be available in theaters around the country in early November, right?
And if you've got a little personal story that you want to share about Ed Clore, you can go see the videographer and talk to them. And they're going to send it to Ed's family in Austin.
We don't have a drummer up here or a bass player, so it's just going to be us two for a couple of songs. So if you feel like dancing or clapping along or singing along, please feel free to do so.
Bye-bye love, bye-bye happiness, hello loneliness, I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye love, bye-bye sweet caress, hello emptiness, I feel like I could die. Bye-bye love, goodbye.
There goes my baby with someone new. She sure looks happy, I sure am blue. She was my baby till he stepped in. Goodbye to romance that might have been. Bye-bye love, bye-bye happiness, hello loneliness, I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye love, bye-bye sweet caress, hello emptiness, I feel like I could die. Bye-bye love, goodbye. I'm through with romance, I'm through with love, I'm through with counting the stars alone. And here's the reason that I'm so free. My love and baby is you and me. Bye-bye love, bye-bye happiness, hello loneliness, I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye love, bye-bye sweet caress, hello emptiness, I feel like I can die. Bye-bye love, goodbye. Bye-bye love, goodbye. Bye-bye love, goodbye. Okay. And thank you for dancing.
The only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream. Dream, 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 dream. Dream, 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 dream. Thank you. Well, I read that the Beatles were so influenced by the Everly Brothers that John Lennon and Paul McCartney, for a time, started a duo, and they called it the Foreverly Brothers when they were kids. From the Let It Be movie. Thing kind of inspired by the Everly Brothers. This song goes out to Ed from both of us. We're going to miss him very much. He was one of a kind. Let's have a big round of applause for Ed Clore. Two of us riding nowhere, spending someone's holiday. You and me Sunday driving, not a riding, on our way back home. We're on our way home. We're on our way home. We're going home. Two of us sending postcards, writing letters on my wall. You and me burning matches, lifting latches on our way back home. We're on our way home. We're on our way home. We're going home. You and I have memories longer than the road that stretches out ahead. Two of us wearing raincoats, standing solo in the sun. You and me chasing paper, getting nowhere on our way back home. On our way home. On our way home. Going home. You and going home.
All right, and enjoy the rest of the evening. We'll have some more musicians get up here in just a little bit. And thank you all very much. Fine.
Hi, my name is Lawrence Chavez. Ed Clore was one of my best friends. I met him over 25 years ago. He was actually my first bass player in the band Borderline. We had such a good time every time we were together playing on stage. We played, I don't know how many places in El Paso for many years. He took a little break. I had a different bass player. Then he came back. He played with me for some more years. Ed was a card. He just cut up all the time. Whenever we were at a loss for a song, without me knowing about it, I was the lead singer. Ed would just start playing a song on his bass, and I had to jump in there whenever I was ready to play. But I love that boy to death. He meant the world to me. We had talked many, many times about him moving onto my property. He was going to buy a mobile home and move onto my property in Chaparral. And about 3 weeks ago, we talked about it again, and we were supposed to meet a week later at, as a matter of fact, at Sunland Park Racetrack. And but before that happened, he passed away. His family lives way out east Texas, and they were unable to make it down for a funeral or anything, so Ed's body is getting cremated. I hate saying that word, but got cremated, and they're sending the ashes back to his family around Austin, San Antonio, I think, Austin. And I was talking with his sister Susie, and trying to decide what we were going to do for the people that knew Ed. So I came up with the idea of Celebration of Life event, so that we could get musicians. Maybe I just thought of a few musicians, but all the people that have showed up so far, all the musicians, really a joy to know that they cared that much for my best friend. And it's turned out very well. I'm very happy with the turnout. And when Susan gets the video and the rest of the family and the pictures, she's going to see that how many people cared for Ed. That's pretty much all I've got to say, except rest in peace, my brother. I love you. I'm gonna miss you, that's for sure. Okay?
When I came to El Paso in 1978, Ed Clore was the second musician I met. The first musician was a drummer named Rico, and I knew him from
yeah, I got a couple Ibanez.
serving in the army together in Germany.
But I still got my fiddler.
Ed Clore became the first member of my band way back in 1978. And we played music together for 6 years and became very close friends. One of the dearest friends I've ever had. I'm going to miss him dearly. Rest in peace, Ed.
Well, I just wanted to say that Ed was the kind of people that everybody would love to know. He's the most wonderful human being you can find. And a monstrous bass player, harmony singer, just the nicest guy in the world. And I thoroughly enjoyed the time that I got to work with him. I thank you.
Okay, my name is Rick Armstrong, and I played with Ed Clore in a couple of bands for quite a lot of years. I played in a band called Captain Radio for a few years, and then later played in Rod Crosby and the Intruders for another 6 or 7 years. So altogether, I played with Ed Clore for over a decade, and it was an absolute pleasure every time. He was a great musician, real easy to get along with, the kind of guy that was comfortable with letting someone else be the leader of the band, and yet he was always the oil that was keeping the gears moving smoothly. A real team player, and just a lot of fun to work with. And he even went with me one time to go see a mixed martial arts session when I couldn't get anyone else to go with me. We had a lot of fun. The blood was spilling everywhere, but it was really entertaining. So we had some good times together. Great guy, great sense of humor. We all loved him.
Okay, are we good? All right, everybody, this is how I met Ed. I think it was 1964 or 5. He was playing guitar with a band, and they were actually good. And I couldn't believe it. I said, wow, where did you learn how to do that? We talked a little bit, and then I didn't see him for 50 years. And I ran into him at the Border Legends concert, and we became friends. And I would see him every month at the Coronado Breakfast Club meeting. And it's been great. I just couldn't believe it. I was talking to him just a couple days before he passed, and we never got a chance to play music together. It really saddens my heart because he was such a great guy. About all I got to say today.
Thank you so much. And you know what? Just real quick, can you say your name? Name for the camera.
Okay. I don't know if it's still rolling. I'm Robert Copini, musician, a million other things, and a friend of Ed's. I'm gonna sure miss that guy. He was probably one of the nicest guys I've ever met.
Ed was just a really cool dude. You know, he was the bass player. You know, the guy that never got the girl, but he carried the tune. You know, and he was just the best guy ever. Gotta love him. Gonna be sorely missed.
I'll just say that, you know, I knew Ed from many different venues where I worked security, and he played band, and he was always a joy. You know, a good guy. You know, always to the core. And so we're just happy to have known him, and we miss him. I'm Kenny DeRee.
Pamela Aguirre.
Desert Air, New Mexico.
Hi, my name is Eric Cooksey. I've known Ed for a long time. We played in a lot of bands together. I first met him in an English class at UTEP, very briefly. And let's see, shortly after that, we wound up in a band called Adobe Flats, and we played around town, and it was right after I got out of the service. You didn't need to know that. Okay, from Adobe Flats we had there was an accident, and Ed was injured in it, wound up in the hospital. After that, we wound up in a band called B.F. Wrinkle, with 3 of the members of Adobe Flats, Ed, Nando, and myself, and Rob Platt and John Allen from Southwest. And we had a very successful band together. We got very popular, and we were in our early 20s, somewhere in there. And after that, I played with Ed here at the Outpost in the Wild Bunch, Mike Osborne and the Wild Bunch. We had a lot of great nights out here with audience playing country. And from there, that morphed into the Borderline Band with Lawrence Chavez, and played in that band as well. There were also stints in a band called Del Rio and back to Borderline. And I guess to be continued, because that's all I can think of right now. Loved Ed, great bass player, great person, great musician. Thank you.
Alrighty, I'm Michelle Kays. This is my husband,
Mark Kays.
Mark Kays, and we had the pleasure of being in the band with Ed for, gosh,
10 years.
At least 10 years with Eric over there that you just did. My fondest memory of Ed was that he always made you feel like you were an amazing musician, and he just always had fun with you on stage. Him and I had nicknames for each other, so I was his Shell Bell, and he was my Ed Head. So we always joked about that all night long.
I myself played with Ed for many years, played music with Ed, let me put it that way. He was the best player that I've ever played with. Taught me to learn, he learned me how to get into the groove. He was a good groove bass player, you know. And I miss him a lot. He's going to be missed for sure.
Absolutely, and I don't think we ever not saw that man without a smile on his face.
He was always happy.
When Ed showed up, we were in a good mood. Every night, truthfully, and that lasted all night long.
Never saw a mean bone in anybody.
Absolutely, never ever.
Never said a bad word towards anybody.
Nope.
Always in a good mood.
Yep.
He was a good man.
He was very good man. Made the crowd feel like part of the band. He was out mingling. We had to actually call him up several times. It's time to play, Ed, because he was too busy socializing.
Visiting.
Visiting, but he sure made the band. So
we sure did.
Honored to know him, honored to have played with him, harmonized with him, and he will just be terribly missed. So.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is for Ed's family. I'll let you know I've known Ed for probably about 25 years. He's always been a good guy, and when I started dating my wife, we'd go out dancing every Friday and Saturday night, and we'd always see Ed somewhere. And so I always remember coming in and Ed in his little high-pitched voice saying, "Hey, look, it's E.F. Hutton." I go, "E.F. Hutton?" He says, "Yeah, every time you come in, people listen." So it's just good to know that Ed was always a good guy. He kind of took my granddaughter a few years ago under his wing, and just kind of always gave her candy and would talk to her, and she always thought they had a good time together. I have a real nice picture of him and Ed doing the old with the old tongue sticking out. So he's going to be missed. He was a really good guy, and I feel sorry for your loss, because he's a loss with us. Last time I saw Ed was maybe about 3 or 4 months ago. It was at the racetrack, Sunland Park. He gave me some pointers on how to bet on a pony, so it was kind of good to see him, but I'm sorry to see him go, and I hope everything's God, and you guys are in our hearts, and God bless you guys. And see you later. Thank you very much.
Him and Mom were friends for years. Before we were born. We always called him Crazy Uncle Ed, because he always acted a little bit like a child instead of...
What do you mean a little bit? He was 99.9% child.
Yeah. What's your favorite memory of it?
Probably
Ed was my Igor. Igor. There's 22 years between us, and when he was playing at Jack's bar, and I shouldn't have been in there. But I fell in love with the band member, the bass player, because he was quirky and funny and obviously cute. Yes, we dated, but we had such a bond and such a friendship. 36 years of friendship. And 36 years of being there when others weren't for each other. And he's been with me through 2 marriages and 1 divorce and 2 pregnancies, 2 beautiful children. He's been there the whole time. And God, I'm gonna miss him. I was calling him so he could come to my mama's 85th birthday party. And he didn't answer. And my heart aches so bad, I don't even know. I just, he has great friends. There's Larry. He's always had great friends. His life has been about music. It's a passion, it's part of his soul. I mean, this was a perfect tribute to him, and I'm sorry that others didn't play more. I wish they had, but you know, they're having fun remembering. They're talking about him and they're sharing with each other, and that's what they do. But it was a perfect tribute because everything he did was about music. So the only time he ever turned me down to go places with my family was because he had a thing to do. He had I'm in the orchestra, I'm playing for UTEP, or I got this thing over here on, at Stagecoach, or I'm over at 5 Points. I can't, And we'd come see him. My kids would dance to his music. We'd dance to his music. He's a piece of me, and I'll miss him so much. But he'll always be a piece of me, and I'll see him again. I will. He was a believer, and I'll see him again. And I just want to tell his family I'm so sorry. I'm sorry you didn't get a hug him one last time. I'm sorry I didn't get a hug him one last time. But remember the music, because that's what made him happy. I love you, Igor.
Come on, let's get all the musicians up here, the vocalists. We ever played with Ed? Yes. If you're a female and you played with Ed, I feel sorry for you. I'm just kidding. Come on up and get your big thing. You Now you're gonna have to direct these guys. They're not used to doing things on their own. You gotta tell them what to do. We need one band leader.
Straight, so hold the smile, okay? Okay, 1, 2, one more, 1, 2, 3, one more, 1, 2, 3. Last one, let's make like a party noise, like woo, okay? 1, 2, 3. Thank you guys. Thank you.
818-401. 818-401. Oh, we got a wiener.
This is from Mustard Seed, where Ed used to go all the time to go eat.
Show me. Right. Por favor, let me take one.
Can you show the camera?
We'll do another one here. 818-416. 818-416. 818-416. Going once. Going twice. What's that?
He was a really good dude, man. That's that guy.
And we wouldn't have no cares, no pain. If they were proven guilty, then they would swing quickly instead of writing books and signing on TV. We line our page and put it in the movie theater. I got one. We take mine in the back and put the last one.
When I get where I'm going, on the far side of the sky, the first thing that I'm gonna do is spread my wings and fly. I'm gonna land beside a lion and run my fingers through his mane, or I might find out what it's like to ride a drop of rain. Yeah, when I get where I'm going, there'll be only happy tears. I will shed the sins and struggles I have carried all these years, and I'll leave my heart wide open. I will love and have no fear. Yeah, when I get where I'm going, don't cry for me down here. I'm gonna walk with my granddaddy, and he'll match me step for step, and I'll tell him how I've missed him every minute since he left. And then I'll hug his neck. Yeah, when I get where I'm going, there'll be only happy tears. I will shed the sins and struggles I have carried all these years, and I'll leave my heart wide open. I will love and have no fear. Yeah, when I get where I'm going, don't cry for